AEW All In delivered. Thank goodness. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. But it delivered on a lot of expectations that, I had. I put a lot of hype into AEW All In. Oh, I'll go by the name of Black Couch Booking. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe, where we cover wrestling across the board. There's no tribalism over here. We just want to watch good, entertaining, fun wrestling. Follow me on Instagram at Real Black Couch Booking. Follow me on TikTok at Black Couch Booking. And join the Patreon where I got exclusive content. Every link should be in the description down below. But let's talk about All In. So let me be clear, right? Like I said, it wasn't perfect. And let me get the bad out the way right now. The first 3 matches on the main card, 0 hour, I didn't watch it. I'm not going to lie to you, because then I would have been watching for like 7-8 hours. I'm not doing that. The first 3 matches made me very worried for All In. Like, the Ops versus the Death Riders was cool. It was all right. I don't think it should have opened the show, because then I didn't like the ending. They took out Samoa Joe, blah, blah, blah. The men's casino match was straight, but it wasn't produced as well as the women's, and I'll get to the women's in a second. But the women's was way better. The men's casino match, right results. MJF winning. I mean, they really only gave you 2 options to win the match. Like, they built it too much on the shoulders of MJF and Mark Briscoe. So I knew for a fact MJF was going to win. Was it the right decision? Absolutely. MJF, yeah, that's the right decision, because now we can do what I've been talking about for a long time, is we need to have MJF, Hangman, and Swerve have a 3-way feud for the title, where it's interchangeable with, who goes after who does what, and things like that, right? So that's why I think that we need to do that. Trying to think of what was the, oh man, TNT Championship, man. Hey, shout out to Adam Cole. I wasn't the biggest fan of his TNT Championship run, and I was hoping that it was going to end with Kyle Fletcher, so I'm a little disappointed about that. But I'm also disappointed that, Adam Cole might have to retire. I hope his health issues aren't bad to the point where he needs to retire. I like wrestlers to retire on their own, on their own merit. But it would really suck if this is it. And I would say, Adam Cole as a wrestler in NXT was some of the best things I've ever seen. The Undisputed Era was literally, I almost had them as one of the great factions, the top 10 factions of all time, because in NXT they was killing it. I haven't been enjoying Adam Cole and AEW, me personally, but I just hate to see it. And with that being said, I also hate to see Dustin Rhodes beat Kyle Fletcher and become a three belt champion. Now, Mercedes Mone is a 7-belt champion. Mercedes Mone got belts outside of AEW, so shut up. Kyle Fletcher and Austin Theory are both cooked, bruh. So this lets me know, so Kyle Fletcher was going to lose to Adam Cole if Adam Cole would have been able to wrestle, essentially. Because why pivot? Why pivot? Dustin Rhodes is the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champion and the 6-man champion. Not hit the TNT champion. So you're about to have him working triple duty? What? Kyle Fletcher is the future. And not only did Kyle Fletcher lose, the whole Don Callis family, except for one person, took L's. Starting Friday to Saturday. L's. Straight L's. Why does Tony, I have an issue. Why don't you not believe in Kyle Fletcher? What did Kyle Fletcher got the look, he got the aura, he got the mystique, he got the skill. Why is Kyle Fletcher not the TNT champion right now? That makes absolutely, positively no sense to me at all, and I was very pissed off about that. So for me, All In didn't start until Swerve and Ospreay versus the Young Bucks. And say what you want about the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks was cooking these niggas in this match. Them tag team moves was great. It wasn't over, no selling. It was a great, entertaining match. And then Hangman, Ospreay and Swerve finally started to get some tag team offense. And they had some good moves as well. Oh, man. Low key, bro. Once I seen, I'm like, yo, this, like, low-key might be match of the night, low-key, like, unexpectedly. But we had so many good matches after this one. But, yo, low-key, bro, that was a really, really good match. And I really, really enjoyed it, man. I really enjoyed myself. Like, sincerely, bro, that tag team match was the best tag team match on the show for sure. But, yo, great entries by Will Ospreay, by the way. great entrance by Swerve. Shout out to JoJo. Rest in peace, Bray Wyatt. Man, that was a dope. And the Young Bucks entrance was dope too. Yo, All In was fun, bro. All In was hella fun, bro. Like some of these entrances, like this is what it should be. The grandest wrestling show. A lot of people should have grand entrances, not just the biggest people. Like, I really enjoyed the entrances. I really enjoyed the match. I enjoyed the outcome. The Young Bucks are no longer EVPs, no longer have power. Shout out to Influential Sports. We was doing a watch along. So Tony Khan might be featured on TV more prominently because now he has all the power, which I think that would be a good storytelling device, storytelling plot if he wants to be on TV more and do more things. But yeah, man, right result. And with that result, I kind of already knew where we were going for the main event, but I'll get to that very soon. I'm trying to stay in order, but if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to go into the women's casino match because the women's casino match cooked the men's. Cooked the men's. The only thing I didn't like was the last entrant. I wish Britt Baker would have came back or Ruby Soho would have came back. I wish we would have got a surprise return at the last entrant for the women's casino battle royal match. But Athena, she won, by the way, and she was cooking. Tekla was cooking. Megan Bain Statlander was cooking. Willow Nightingale was cooking. Julia Hart was cooking. It was a lot of cooking in this match. Even Harley Cameron came back with the fire mask. You know what I'm saying? And the Huz was looking mighty fine in this match. I will, if I do say so myself. It was a great match. It was a great. This was way better than the men's, and I think this is the first time the women actually done this because I don't remember the women having a contract and be able to cash in. So Athena having a contract and be able to cash in whenever she wants. It's gonna be interesting to see. I think she's gonna drop the Ring of Honor Championship before that. I don't know how close she is to 1,000 days. I would like her to get to the is she already at 1,000 days? I don't think so. Get to the 1,000 day benchmark and then just drop the title to somebody who deserves it. I like to see Queen Aminata get that title. Queen Aminata was cooking as well. It was a lot of cooking in this match, man. Mina was doing her thing, man. This was a great match. A lot of great outside spots. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. You know, I must say so. I thought it was like a very sensational. This is how you do a battle royal. Like this battle royal was cooking, and I think Evolution, with y'all battle royal, I got some competition. Even though the structure won't be the same, but I'm telling you, this is how you do it. I'm happy Athena won the match for sure. I thought it was like a really good showing for the women, and a lot of these women are featured prominently on a week-to-week basis. So it's not like we got a whole bunch of randoms coming out. Basically, everybody knew who everybody was. Except I didn't know who what's her name, Windsor. I didn't know who the hell that was. I'm not gonna lie. That's the only person that I'm like, who the hell is this? But other than that though, great match. Her syndicate, you know what I'm saying, versus the speedball, the jet nigga, whatever. Nick Wayne, Christian, dope match. I thought it went longer than expected. I thought the Her Syndicate was just going to maul through these guys, but they let these guys get a lot of offense off. So I'm not really mad at that. Like I thought it was a good match, and I thought they performed very well. And I you know what I'm saying? They got to get some good offense off against them, man. Nick Wayne, I like Nick Wayne a lot. I thought Nick Wayne performed a lot of dangerous spots. He took a lot of dangerous bumps. But that's just who he is as a person. So I'm not mad at it. But like, bro, like y'all got to worry about y'all career. Y'all want to do all these crazy spots and look cool, understandable. Y'all young. But later on in life, that comes back to you. But the story of this match wasn't the win because the Her Syndicate did retain. It was, I called it on stream. Go to Influential Sports channel and watch the stream, watch the playback stream. I called it. As soon as Nick Wayne turned on Christian and Kip Sabian and the mother turned on Christian, I already knew that my boy, you think you know me, my favorite superstar of all time, the rated R superstar, Cope, Edge, was coming back. And he did come back. And I told you guys, people was calling me crazy. I said, bro, Christian and Cope are going to go against FTR. As soon as they betray Cope/Edge, I'm like, oh yeah, him and Christian reuniting. You stupid. Why would they reunite? Y'all niggas be sounding like Patrick Starr in the comment section. You're Black Couch, you be reaching, you're such an idiot. Well, look where we at now. Look where we at now. Look where we at now. Goofies. Goofy niggas, man. Y'all always talking shit in the comment section. Shut up and let me cook. Now we're going to get them back. And then he's told them to go find themselves. So it's going to be a slow burn. It's not going to be immediate. But we are going to get Cope and Christian. Well, that's actually cool. CC. We're going to get Cope and Christian as a tag team. I think they're going to ruin FTR winning the tag team championships. And then we get Cope and Christian beating FTR. And then I think we get Cope and Christian actually beating the Hurt Syndicate to have one last run as a tag team. And they retire and ride off in the sunset like that because Christian did not get his AEW World Championship, which I thought he deserved. So, you know what I'm saying? I was very impressed with that. I hope I'm not skipping any matches. I think I got most of the matches so far because obviously we had a 3 main event card. There were 3 main event matches, and that normally does not work. But these 3 matches warranted being, you know, the main event match. And I will say, I'm gonna go in order of ranking of how I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna talk about Kenny Omega versus Okada first because I thought Mercedes Moné and Toni Storm was a better match. Kenny Omega versus Okada, a historic rivalry, good match. Obviously, they got a lot of chemistry, so I wasn't worried about the match being trash or nothing. The only thing that kind of got me out of it with this match is the pay-per-view was so long that I'm like, yo, I'm tired, bro. Like, I had to get off stream. I had to get off the watch-alongs. I was hella tired, but I'm like, I really want to finish this. I really want to finish it badly. So I'm like, let me lay down and watch it. It was a good match. I thought Kenny Omega should have won. I mean, somebody from the Don Callis family had to win, so I guess Okada was the one. And Okada, he's a legend. It's a storied career. So whoever beats him is going to be like propelled to the next level. And I'm hoping it's a young, new, up and coming person. You know what I'm saying? Or if it's somebody, if Darby Allin can't get the AEW World Championship opportunity from Hangman, let Darby Allin, let Sammy Guevara, maybe Kyle Fletcher pivots and betrays the Don Callis family and become a babyface. Whatever the case may be, somebody that's up and coming needs to take that off of Okada, preferably somebody who's never had a singles championship on the AEW main roster. I think that should be it. But it was a good match. You know, nonetheless, out of the 3-way main event, it was the least favorite of mine, and this one was the second. Mercedes Moné versus Toni Storm. Y'all about to troll me in the comment section, but Mercedes Moné did lose. It was a great match, nonetheless. Great interest by Mercedes Moné. She had the names of everybody she beat on the back, and I saw a certain Stephanie Valkyrie on that road, but that was dope. Dope entrances by both. Mercedes Moné had the cheerleader, the Texas Rangers cheerleaders wearing her belt. Toni Storm, you know, great video package before the entrance. I enjoyed myself thoroughly. This was a master class, guys. A master class match. Don't gotta do hella stupid spots back to back. Chain wrestling, grappling, you know what I'm saying? Moving around the ring, going from the inside to outside, you know what I'm saying? Near falls that make logical sense. This match had great pacing, and I really enjoyed it thoroughly. And I think Mercedes Moné should have won, not just because that's your favorite, you're biased. Toni Storm's a 4-time champion. Toni Storm has a historic career at AEW. Toni Storm is so over, she doesn't need the belt. Like, remember when Undertaker didn't need the belt? Toni Storm don't need the belt. The timeless Toni Storm character is everything. And she has the rookie character, and she can be regular Toni Storm, and she could just change her gimmick. She might be 1990s hip-hop Toni Storm. She might be early 2000s Sean Paul Toni Storm. She might start talking with a Jamaican accent like Chet Hanks or something. Toni Storm has range, so I don't think she needs the belt. But Toni Storm versus Athena is something that we haven't gotten, you know, in a mass sense, so I'll take it, right? But damn, Mercedes Moné winning would have been fired to me, because then you could have had Athena cash in. You could have had Athena cash in that very night and just take the belt off of Mercedes Moné if you wanted to have an impact. Because at the end of the day, Mercedes Moné, I just want to see a picture of Mercedes Moné with all the belts. I ain't gonna hold you. And Mercedes Moné, she's a great superstar, but this wasn't. I think this was more so done for a fan reason, where Tony Khan just couldn't handle the heat. Couldn't handle the backlash of people thinking that she got creative control, she got all the belts. He's like, all right, I'm gonna prove to y'all. I'm gonna show her she can lose, see? And it was her first loss as a singles competitor, which opens the door to lose more so she could drop that TBS championship and then do something else. She will get that AEW Women's Championship, mark my words. But it was a more political decision than a wrestling decision. I think a wrestling decision would have been to have the heel win and go over, in my opinion. So that's just me, though. But, you know, everybody have a difference of opinion. And y'all in the comment section going to troll and make fun of Mercedes Moné and be so happy that she lost. It's not that serious, bro. She lost, and it was a good decision. Toni Storm, you know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at that. I love Toni Storm as well. But, like, yeah, y'all be taking shit too far sometimes. Y'all going to go overboard for no reason. She lost. Okay. Like, why are you so happy, bro? Like when everybody else comes, y'all fuckers are happy Dustin Rhodes got 3 fucking belts. What the fuck? Why? Why the fuck you need the TNT Championship for? We could have built Kyle Fletcher to be the next guy. Anyway, sensational match. But the main event, a Texas death match. I'm not the biggest death match fan, but this delivered. Within the first 5 minutes, these men is bloody. You know what I'm saying? He's stabbing Jon Moxley with the fork, the barbed wire around the eyes. Man, this was a dope match. Violence! Wrestling should be fun. I had fun with this match. They was cooking. The glass spot, the table spot, the everything, bro. Getting body slammed on the glass. Jon Moxley, man, for what it's worth, I said I was wrong about Jon Moxley's title reign. This was a great title reign. Because as a heel, he kept us away from the championship. He beat Swerve. Christian didn't successfully cash in. He beat Cope. A lot of great things from this heel run. And I will say definitively now that this was Jon Moxley's best AEW championship run. And this might go down as Jon Moxley's best run in the history of his career. Yes, better than his WWE championship run. Because this shit was fire. Now that it all come full circle. And the payoff of the run means something. The payoff of the run means something. It's just not about the matches. It's not about the middle. It's not about the beginning. The payoff has to land as well. And it landed. And you got to give Jon Moxley credit for that. You got to give Jon Moxley credit. And anybody that's going to comment some whole shit on this, fuck you. Now, get outside, bro. Get a job, bro. You get a job. I got a job and I do this now. Goofy. Y'all be lame as hell in the comment section, bro. Shout out to Jon Moxley, man. I'm passionate about it. Why can't people have I'm passionate about this shit. AEW All In brought the passion out of me watching that match, bro. Darby Allin came back. I don't even like Bryan Danielson, came back. Will Ospreay had tried to help. The Death Riders was cooking all them boys. But the main factor, my dog Swerve. My dog Swerve was the main factor. I told y'all he was the X Factor. And Hangman, new AEW champion. I finally see the AEW belt. I haven't seen that belt in over so long. All In was the wrestling show to watch, man. It was long. I'm not going to lie. I was tired. I didn't get excited until the tag team match. Because the matches before that, if the TNT the matches before that were good matches. Wrong result for the TNT Championship match. The match with the Ops I think it was unnecessary to take out Samoa Joe. And the men's casino match probably should have opened the show. If they would have restructured it, the men's casino match, you could have put the Ops versus the Death Riders in as the main event of the Dark Hour. And then you could have did a TNT Championship, and it would have been great. This is their main pay-per-view, so I knew it was going to be long, but I'm not going to lie, bro. My knees were hurt, my back was hurt sitting in that chair. All In was hella long, but it did deliver as a show overall. I will give All In. It's tough because I don't know if All In was better than Double or Nothing. Well, you know what? The stakes were higher, and we got something brand new, new champion, stuff like that. So I'll say that All In was better than Double or Nothing. But that Anarchy and Arena match is probably the best match I've seen this year thus far. I'm not going to lie. So I'll give All In a solid 8.75 out of 10. You know what? Swerve won, Hangman won. I'll give it a 9. It was some great results, but it was some bad results to me. Like I said, Tony Storm winning was straight. I like Tony Storm a lot. I think Mone should have won. Mercedes Mone should have won. I'm not going to lie. That would have been a great heel move. And this could have been a way to turn Athena babyface when she cashes in. Because now we're going to get... it's fine. Great night all around. I had fun. I had a blast watching it. If you're new to AEW, I hope you had a blast watching it. It was so much fun. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. But like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for love, support as always. Hope you guys enjoyed the video today, man. AEW All In 2025 delivered. And I'm looking forward to next year. I'm looking forward to All Out. I'm looking forward to these cash-ins. And I'm looking forward to seeing who will be the new champion. And I can't wait to see what Mone does next. Kyle Fletcher, I hope you figure it out, bro. Peace out. Tony Khan, I'm watching you. We out.